Thanks for tuning in today. I appreciate you coming in. I want to talk to you about a question that I saw online, and you may have the same question. And it was like, I need to lose weight, but I don't know where to begin. Well, it's overwhelming. I can tell you that. I mean, if you need to lose weight or you want to lose weight, the choice is yours, of course. You can search your tail off online. Maybe you have done weight loss programs in the past, only to sadly find out that they didn't work long term. Maybe you have never done any kind of weight loss except the push me away from the table one or cut my portions in half and discovered that that doesn't really work. I can imagine that you are overwhelmed. I have been overwhelmed when I was younger, way, way, way back, and I wanted to lose, I don't know what, 20 pounds or something. What do you do? What do you do? And in those days, there wasn't all that much. First of all, we didn't have online. We did not have the internet at all. So it was just word of mouth or looking in magazines. And of course, what was there is Weight Watchers, which I still believe is a very good system. However, none of the Weight Watchers or any of the other programs really go down to the core. Weight Watchers teaches you how to change your lifestyle regarding eating. And that's okay. That's perfect. But it doesn't really take away what the root cause is, that you are eating too much, that you're overeating, that you cannot control yourself. You just you see ice cream and you just, not the whole pint, but maybe more than a pint, a quart. I don't know. You just can't stop yourself. Or, one of those big bags of chips, eating it while you are either on the computer or while you are watching TV, and whoops, it's gone. And you didn't even notice it. So, yes, where to begin? Very overwhelming. Well, here's the thing. First of all, my rule number one is don't beat yourself up that you're overweight. That's useless, totally useless. It's going to put you in an angry, ornery mood, and that is not going to help you to step on this path of changing your lifestyle, becoming healthier, becoming slimmer, and enjoying life more. So don't do that. Absolutely not do that. I am a big fan of observing myself. What am I doing? But most of all, what am I saying to myself? Most important, what am I saying to myself? As I do anything, as I grab the bag of chips or crackers or grab another piece of cheese, what am I saying to myself? Or even before it? What am I saying to myself? I deserve it. I want it. I'm hungry. I feel miserable. I feel whatever, negative. And I deserve a piece of cheese now. Or, well, I deserve a muffin, a donut, a cookie, a piece of candy, whatever. So observing yourself, what you're doing before you grab that food item is very important, because everything is a mental game. Everything from living a healthy lifestyle to losing weight to earning more money to being healthy. It's all a mindset. It's a game that you play with yourself. And unfortunately, you have been programmed negatively. 75% of everything that was programmed into you as a child was negative, and you bank on that and you continue forward. I was the same. We all are. We all are programmed negatively. What do you think? 140 no's. No, you cannot do that. No, don't touch that. No, don't go that way. No, listen. And that, what do you think that does to you? And by the time you're 11 years old, you have heard that word no approximately 1.5 million times. How's that working for you? Have you been praised 1.5 million times? Nah, not at all. So you have a pretty negative picture about yourself. You don't really think you are so fantastic. You don't really think that you're God's gift to mankind. You don't really think that you can do it all, have it all, be it all. Because that's sort of systematically in the past, well, the first 7 to 11 years, that's sort of drilled out of you. Maybe a reason was that by treating you that way, your parents were hoping that you would flip that around and just gonna go like, I'll show you. Well, you know what? That hardly ever happens. That hardly ever happens. So there you are now, today, overweight, whatever it is, 20, 50, 100, 200, 300 pounds overweight, and you go like, where do I need to start? Where? Well, start writing down how you feel about yourself. Start writing down every time you are hungry, that feeling, that hungry pang. Are you really hungry? When was the last time you ate something? And if you feel that hunger, just realize that you might be dehydrated. Every 2 hours, you have to drink a glass of water. Every 2 hours. Am I doing that? I honestly admit sometimes it slips a little bit. But the moment I get out of bed in the morning after the pit stop, I drink 8-ounce glasses of water. Room temperature, just goes in like that. What I carry away, I just bring it back in, just straight away. Your body needs it. It needs to get rid of what it has processed, so it needs water. So before you start to, reach for that cookie or that muffin or that donut or whatever else, take a glass of water. And then observe yourself. Here, what is the most important thing that you can do for yourself is becoming aware of yourself. Who are you? What are you doing? What are you saying to yourself? Do you like what you're doing? And you can say like, well, I need to have a job to pay the bills. Yeah, I understand that. But what would you really, really love to do? Because anything is possible as long as you believe in it. That doesn't mean that you have to ditch your day job or whatever you do your job, day job, night job, whatever you do, that is funding for whatever you love to do in life. So don't even think of stopping that. Don't even think of making that situation with the job that you hate impossible so that you lose the job. Don't do that. Treasure that. But look a little bit further. What would you like to do? And don't ask parents or a good friend. Work it out yourself. If you're watching this, that means you have a cell phone or you have a laptop. Go surf online. Go search. What is your heart desire? What would you do if time and money was not an object? And surf. There is always a way. You can say like, okay, now I'm 85. I'm 65 years old and I still want to be a pilot. Well, that is a little bit difficult. Really a little bit difficult. But there's other things that if you like flying, if you like airports and all that sort of stuff, there is a multitude of possibilities. So look into that. There's always a possibility of becoming a volunteer at an airport or whatever. And so you are in the energy. Use your creativity. And write it down. Because you write it down today and you look at it again in a couple of weeks and you go like, nah, but maybe that, maybe, let me check that out. So anyway, back to being overweight, back to where you start. First of all, praise yourself for this decision that you have made to lose weight. That's a big one. A lot of people never go there, and you can see them. So praise yourself. You go like, okay, I am going to do this, and I am proud of myself for making that decision, and I'm going to follow through. I can do it. I believe in me. I am a success. Praise yourself. You wanted to have the praise of your parents as a little child. You're not a child anymore. A little child needs parents. An adult needs friends. So, who is your best friend? You are your best friend. And if you're not, then become your best friend. Honest to Pete, because me, myself, and I are always together. So, I am my best friend. I love myself. I am a best friend. So, feel how that feels when you talk to yourself like that. In the beginning, you might giggle. You go like, she's crazy. Yeah, of course I'm crazy. I'm crazy for this goodness that has helped me so much in life. I learned this, about 35 years ago. And it has helped me so much. And the more you get into it, the more you fine tune it, the better it gets, the better it gets. Honest to Pete. You got to ditch the negativity. You got to ditch beating up on yourself. You got to ditch talking down on yourself. And accepting that stuff from whoever is around you. When somebody talks to you negatively, you go like, excuse me. Thank you for sharing. I am not going to let that in. And I would really appreciate that you don't talk to me like that anymore, ever. Thank you. And just walk away. Smile. Smile and just walk away. Nobody has the right to talk down to you. Not even your parents. Not even your parents. I walked out on my parents because they were criticizing me to a limit that I go like, I'm done. And I told my father, I said, no matter what I do, I can never please you. And I'm just enough. Goodbye. I've had enough. Goodbye. And I got up and walked out the door, and I didn't talk to my parents for over 3 years. Until I came across a trainer who said, you know what? You got to clean up your past with those kind of things. So I did, and I patched it up, and I had a good conversation with my parents and established a reasonable relationship with my parents, but I made sure that I kept my distance, and I made sure that they were not mingling in my life anymore. And I was an adult. I was in my 30s, so thank you very much. So where to start with losing weight? First of all, you're not stupid. Look at what you're eating, what you're drinking. Ditch all the carbonated, sweetened drinks. Ditch all the chips and all the cookies. If you want a chip, just try your own discipline. Have like 2 chips and not more, because you like the flavor, not more. Eat from a smaller plate. Those are just the starting things. Have a smaller plate. Put less food on top of it. Don't do a second helping. And if you do, make sure that it's lean chicken breast or that it's just a salad or some vegetables. Cut the carbohydrates, meaning wheat and corn. Cut them out. You don't need them. Only cows can eat wheat and corn. There is not another human being, another human entity that can really, maybe some more animals, but the humans cannot really digest wheat and corn. We have been trying for 10,000 years, still not working. Read The Wheat Belly by William Davis, Dr. William Davis or Dr. David Williams. I just keep forgetting. I don't want The Wheat Belly. So start observing yourself. Praise yourself that you've made a decision. Write it down. It's an emotional game, and you can win the game. I believe in you. You are a winner. You are a success. That's it for today. Thank you for tuning in. You know the disclaimer, everything I've learned is from my fabulous mentors, and I mix it up and I put my own sauce over it, and what I present to you right now. If you like it, click the like button. If you don't like it, that's okay with me. Thank you for tuning in. If you think you can share it with somebody who might like my content, please do. And don't forget to subscribe. I appreciate you. Talk again tomorrow. Thank you.